Hey, Dad.
Hello, kiddo. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. Looks like it's about to snow over here.
Well, looks like you have a hot cup of tea there, so enjoying
Yeah,
that, and
same
then
to
the
you.
snow a little bit later, maybe?
Yes, I like a hot beverage with a little bit of a cold outside. It makes me feel extra cozy.
Well, someone said that we had some snow here last week, but I could have sworn in the news it said sleet. But I can see people mistaking it for snow. So here we have three reasonably intelligent men. We're sitting out here on a rock, and it's raining. And we're just enjoying ourselves, having a good time. All right, here we are, top of, where are we? Top of Donahue Pass?
Donahue Pass from Tuolumne Meadows yesterday, and it was a tough climb. I was super tired. I think that's why we all slept well. And we had a beautiful campsite. Wasn't that a great campsite?
It was a great campsite.
Yeah, it turned out we were supposed to stay right here, what people keep telling us, but we would not have been happy with that because one guy came over the pass, so he's just on the other side, and he said there were 50-mile-per-hour winds last night. Right?
Yeah.
And rain, lots of rain. We got a little rain, a little bit of wind, but nothing bad. It turned out pretty good. And this last mile, if we would have had to do it yesterday, one of us would have died, and I'm not going to tell who. Day 4, we're coming down the Donahue Pass. This little beauty right here just opened up. This Thousand Island Lake. It is just gorgeous. All right, Steve's gonna go in and try the water out for us over here. At Thousand Island Lake. And he's in.
He's in.
Oh, and you're going barefoot, so let me know how the rocks are.
Yeah, totally natural. This is natural.
Do you have a blow dryer, Tim?
I think I do, yeah. I put it in Bill's pack, though. I don't think he wants to stay out there. Woo. Woo. That's brisk, baby.
Where am I?
Oh.
You're up, Tim.
Oh, man.
We're lost. I don't know how to use it.
Help me. Been out here for a while. There's our junction. Do we go that way? Or follow the river and go that way.
Yeah, it is.
We're looking for the yellow brick road, but we're not finding it. Mosquitoes aren't too bad, but there was one that got me in the forehead here yesterday. Let's see if I can show it on here. It's right there. Plus I've got a few elsewhere. The guys say that it looks fatal and they may have to start divvying up my supplies. Bill's got my fork spoon combo already claimed for, apparently.
Tell us about Red's Meadow.
Red's Meadow. When we were coming in, we thought about going to Devil's Postpone. We thought, nah, let's just get to Red's Meadow and see if we can get a cabin there tonight. We didn't have anything reserved there, but that was also where our resupply was. And they didn't have any extra rooms there that night, so after we got our resupply, we took the bus into Mammoth, and we had to get a room. We stayed at this resort called Juniper Springs Inn, I believe is what it was called, and they had 3 hot tubs and a swimming pool, and I tried every one of them. That was pretty much the only true day off that we took through the entire trip. So we just left Red Meadows just a little bit again, and I've seen this from down below. Here we have trees. Apparently there was a windstorm that came back through here a few years ago and just devastated this area. And you look at, just snapped these trees. It's beautiful, but just the power and destruction of the wind is incredible. If it does these to trees, just imagine what it would do to a human. Alright, for those of you who want more scenic beauty, here we are. I don't know why I chose to do this. Gotta cross this, but it's a little wet foot. Okay. I understand later in this trip, maybe today, I don't know, maybe a couple days, we're gonna have some much higher water crossings than that. Those are nothing. But nothing like people have had. We're pretty lucky. Alright. We just stopped for lunch at Deer Creek Crossing. That's the one where I stopped the film back. Anyway, we had lunch back there. Pack feels a little bit lighter because I had brought some beef jerky, which was delicious, but heavy. I passed that all around. And then we had some peanut butter, so I took some out. And next time we have a stop, I'm getting rid of some tortillas because I'm cutting that part of my food down. Don't need to carry it. I don't think I'll need it at all. Let's look at the view a bit. We're on our way to Duck Lake, I believe. We were gonna stay at Deer Crossing, but we got there so quick. So Duck Lake it is, which is about the same distance we've traveled already. 5.5 miles, I guess.
Yeah, did you guys ever talk about how you were going to handle, because you guys all hike at different paces, and sometimes you want to be alone, you know, because you're spending all day with these guys. So did you talk about it, or did you just kind of, it naturally happened where you would speed up or slow down and meet up at different places?
Well, being that this is my first trip, I really didn't know what to expect, and we did talk about that. I was asking Steve about it. He said, well, you know, people walk at different paces. Sometimes they'll be a mile ahead or a mile behind, and you know, it just happens. And you talk about where you're going to meet up eventually, like the trailheads. Okay, so we did do that. You know, sometimes I'd be in front, sometimes they'd be in front. Mostly they'd be in front because they walk faster, but there were a few times I was out in front there, though. So after traveling all day, we decided to bypass Deer Creek, which was our first stop because it was way too early. And then we were going to go to Duck Lake. For some reason we decided not to go there. We pushed on. And now we're at Purple Lake, which is supposed to be, looks like a beautiful lake. We're just getting here. Steve and I are pretty wiped out. My legs are shot. But we're probably going to try and get in the lake, even though it's a little bit cold, a little windy, and soak our legs. It should be good. Okay, so it's Sunday morning. Woke up, it's pretty cold. It was pretty cold last night. I got cold. My sleeping bag got wet inside, actually on the top of it. Not quite sure understanding why, maybe because of the condensation. My laundry, my socks, and a towel that I had out last night are frozen solid this morning. That's alright, they'll thaw a little bit hopefully, but we're pretty cold. It's below freezing at the moment probably. We're fixing some breakfast, and then we'll leave probably in an hour. I don't know. I've got to wait till my sleeping bag dries out. Don't want to pack it cold. We had a hard day yesterday. It was, we climbed over 4,000 feet. Did about 14 miles. So our legs were pretty beat up. Steve and Bill, they jumped in that lake, and it was cold, ice cold. I got into it up to my knees, so I could soak my knees for a little bit, for about 5 or 10 minutes. But I felt that all the rest of the night until I got back into bed. Didn't get warm till, which was pretty early in bed. It was before 8 o'clock, but I was cold. My left leg is bothering me, my knee in particular. I got both my knee wraps on today. I'll give you a final view of where we are. Actually had a pretty good camping spot. Except we had to travel down to get to the lake yesterday, and today if we need more water, which I don't think we do. Alright, I gotta get some food in me, some hot stuff. Okay, we just left Purple Lake. We were camped at about a little over 9,900 feet, and now we're about 10,400 or 500. You know, you start your day with a little uphill. Seems almost every day you start that way, but it doesn't matter. This is a mountain. At some point or another, you're going uphill. Just met a guy a few minutes ago, coming through, doing the PCT, doing 30 to 40 miles a day. That's crazy. We did 14 yesterday, I'm tired. But he's also carrying about a 20-pound pack because he's traveling so far and so fast that he gets to places where he can resupply a lot quicker. But he did suggest to my friends, lighten my pack so I'm only carrying 4 pounds. I should carry my weight. I think he might be my new best friend. Except for the fact that he suggests going 30 miles. Other than that, that's crazy talk. Oh. So your poles come in extremely handy for almost everyone. Billy's using one and getting around pretty well. But as a newbie, I should give you some pointers along the way because I got a lot of pointers. Your trekking poles are almost essential in a lot of this because you get some really large step ups and step downs. Lots of uneven terrain, as you can see from what I've shown probably. And they have saved me many a time.
I'm on the JMT, he's on the PCT.
Very nice.
I have 260 miles left to go to finish my PCT. All of it this year.
Okay.
Very nice.
So,
Things.
then
My
we-
Sawyer froze.
Yeah.
Oh,
they say once
you
it
can't use
freezes,
it
you don't
anymore then.
use it.
It's in the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christine was able to give me some pills, so I'll have enough pills to last the end of my trip. And
Oh,
Well, you-
you know what? I'll give you one. I have 2.
So yes.
Yeah, I have an extra one. I just went in and bought one.
thank you.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's my first birthday present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't get
Happy birthday, yeah.
My pills were...
Okay, well, we just came from meeting some people and coming down to a pretty nice trail right here, so I thought I'd take out the camera, of course. More importantly, I want to show you this lake we've come to. It's just gorgeous. Almost every corner you come around, the scenery is just fantastic. Look at that. Let's see if I can make it bigger.
On average, how many miles were you hiking per day?
Probably 10 on average. We'd planned on doing like 8 to 10 each day, and then stopping at a lake, get in the lake and enjoy the afternoon. And not doing too much. We were also planning on being out there a month, but it went much quicker than we expected it to be. We were out there 23 days, which worked out okay because it got kind of cold there that last week.
What was a hard day? Like what made it feel hard?
Well, I think what makes them hard, one of them, we did a couple of days. We did 14 miles, and in that 14 miles we do maybe 4,000 feet climbing. And generally you're doing it at least half, maybe more, maybe just as much going down. So it's a lot of work going up and down all the time. There are people that do more, more miles, but this is what we had trained for and we said we were going to do. When you get up past 10,000 feet, even into 8,000 or 9,000 feet, it can be tough on you, but you're struggling a little bit for oxygen. But we didn't do too bad. You're just breathing hard, and every day since you're doing it, you're building up a little bit stronger. Your legs are getting stronger. Your body is getting stronger from carrying the pack, and you're just getting into it. So pretty soon you notice the pack,
Yeah.
And then by that time you're acclimated. Everything's running on all cylinders,
See bears trekking around in there anywhere. Rawr. Neither do I.
But we run into some of Bill's friends who he went right by.
From Channel Islands.
We used to work on the Fox Project. We know Kate very well.
Oh, that's so cool. How funny.
Totally.
I'm surprised he didn't recognize you. He must have been on a mission.
I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't have that before? Oh, that's
And
great.
it's been like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years.
15 years.
Oh,
Yeah, a long time.
that's really cool though. Well, I'll show him this here.
Maybe we'll catch up to him. You said you guys might take a break soon.
Yeah, come on by. Yeah, we're looking for a break up here in just a little bit. Hopefully soon. We're just looking for a flat place. I thought they might.
Well, yeah, tell me about some of the people that you met along the way, because that was one of your favorite parts, right?
It was. We saw a lot of pretty nice people out there. Everybody was pretty nice. I mean, then we ran into a guy playing a little guitar. I think they call it a woodrow. He's just wandering through. He's got a backpack, him and his girlfriend, from San Francisco and Oakland, and he's just strumming and playing and talking at the same time. It's like, wow. And apparently he played in a band in San Francisco there. Then I don't know. And all of these people we kind of saw in the same short time frame. It could have even been the same day over the 2 or 3 day period, because it seemed like that was kind of the crowded area where we'd run into people, a lot of people. When we got in other places, we may not see people for a couple hours,
So it's laundry day. It must be laundry day because it's a day that ends in a Y. All days that end in a Y up here in the mountains are laundry day. Well, this is our view for dinner tonight. That's on this side. Go on the other side of the rocks. That's where Chief Lake is. And Billy and I went swimming in there a little while ago. I guess you can call it swimming. We jumped in. You can see there's snow up on them mountains. And it just drains right down into that lake, which I'll take you over to see in just a second here. Billy, how was your swim?
The swim was very cold, refreshing. I feel clean, and some of my aches and pains are gone.
All right now.
So we have been swimming every day, pretty much every day.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we're
Said
going
we
to try to
could,
continue doing that every day.
And when we couldn't swim, we got in the jacuzzi.
I wasn't going to mention that because it's pretty rough out here.
It is rough. We had a hard day today and yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was really tough, but today we made a mistake.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. We took a detour to see this beautiful forest
Yeah, we did see that. That was nice. I got some new mosquito bites back in there.
And then we decided, because we really didn't have enough miles coming to this.
Yeah, so we had to add some more.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna do all day, right?
Might as well show you our little tent set up here. Got some neighbors over there. He's a triathlete as well. There's part of the lake you can see. And there's Chief Lake.
Basically, how did you not get lost? You got lost the one time, but...
Well, we had Steve. Yeah, no, we were, we have the maps and stuff, and the trail is pretty well marked. I have to admit, it is pretty well marked. There are places though where you can take a wrong turn. A couple times you come across just granite, and it's a large stretch of granite, and you could walk up, down, whatever. Where's the trail? Well, you just gotta keep going, and eventually it's on the other side there. And sometimes people will put rocks up, letting you know to go that way.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. And I just can't imagine, we are hiking over 200 miles, and there's so many different points where you could take a wrong turn and and end up either adding a lot more miles onto your hike, or getting yourself almost completely lost.
So our day starts with, as soon as you get up, usually before you even get out of your tent, you start getting everything ready, folded up, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, so that you can pack it all away. Because once you get up, you're moving constantly. You're not stopping until you pack up and get on the road, for several reasons. The main one being, it's cold out here. Things that we hung out to dry froze a little bit, and so if you don't keep moving, you can get very, very cold. We're on our way to Edison Lake, DVR. We're gonna swim there, and probably taking a day off on the other side of the lake. If we can get a place to stay, we'll stay there.
All right, see you soon. All right, well, there goes the first boat. Big boat's broken down, so we're taking 5 at a time. All right, here we go for the ride. So I'm on a little skiff, a 5-man skiff, heading across Edison Lake to DVR. A regular boat with seats about 20, a pontoon boat, broke down apparently today. So this is what we're on. Steve and Bill got on the first boat a little while ago. Luckily he came an hour early, because it takes a little bit longer for this boat to get across, I guess about 25, 30 minutes maybe. I really didn't mind waiting the extra hour, because there are some really interesting people to meet out here on the trail. Right now Ellen's in the boat with me. We met her a couple of days ago. She's a 66-year-old woman with a body a lot older. That's her words, not mine. She's doing this. It's rugged. She has to hobble down, but she moves almost as fast as I'm moving, especially today.
I think we got what we need for this one. It was a middling bit, where it's just keep on hiking, one foot in front of the other.
The most important thing is enjoy your hike.
Exactly. Enjoy your hike. Well, thanks for sharing this second part of the hike with me, Dad.
Thanks for taking the time to put it all together.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Well, I will see you next time for part 3 of the John Muir Trail adventure.
Burgers and beers. Burgers and beers. We're gonna get us some burgers and beers.
Burgers and beers. I love you, Dad.
Love you too, kid.
I'll see you next time.
All right, see you next time.